All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Not a rookie. I'm not ready.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Go.
Here's the set. Looking for Campbell downfield. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. 41's coming. 41's a mic. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's got his man, Horton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And coughed it up, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know it's coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
I'm scared. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. Everyone got 4 down. Brissett
to throw on first. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Focus, defense, focus.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
55, Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson steps away to his left. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
Let's go.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the gun, here's Watson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Matt. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
D-line, get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Joker, 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 Joker. He's coming. Go. Double up.
Here's Brissett.
Check. First down.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34.
Push him back.
From the gun, here's Broussard looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go. Set. Pittsburgh.
We own them. We own them.
They'll run here with Mack. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And now because of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Out of the gun, Broussard. Funches has it complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, passed Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant, he's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here we go, D. Check it back.
10 points down, he's coming.
On 3rd down, it's Grant, and he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And the Texans first down.
One set. 18.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. There to stop it was Darius Leonard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Decision as he stepped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Left. Watch left. You got double up.
After the run, Watson going to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognizing he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You got to wedge that, huh?
Brissett sets to throw it. Going up top. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Know your job. Hey, check 24. Check 50. Check 50.
Check 24. Check 3. Check 3.
Brissett. Flushed out right.
Switch it.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right. Tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On second down, it's Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
We're set. 19. 55, Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get time to go.
The first down carry here for Johnson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the air now with Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Let's go. Let's go.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This will be taken short. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd and 9, Watson flush to his right. And that is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Third and 5.
Ready. And read. Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Go. Mike 41. Mike, shut up.
Now the set. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Where's the tap? 19. Check right. Got double tight. Hey, go.
Now a give, right side. Grant. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Check 4.
2nd down and goal. Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did they drop it looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal.
54.
He can run for it, and he will. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Tighten up. Hey, 24.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10.
Next to score, Texans 13, Colts 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a carry from Mack. They juked him, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw, Brissett. Ebron's got it. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line.
41's the mic. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Brissett. Campbell making the catch. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Texans' 47-yard line.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Throwing. Brissett. It's caught by Funchess. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Slam, slam, slam.
Staying on the ground with Mack. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps at just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 4 down. 41. Mike 41. Double dog. That's the way.
On 2nd and 9. Brissett. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Brissett now. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Charles, this one, not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. They go back to Grant. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, 31!
18, Mike, 18.
A shotgun snap for Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Go!
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Here's Grant. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Corey Grant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it? Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They will run with Grant. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
You don't want no problems with me.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
You think you gonna get this?
Out of the gun, Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Back near his goal line. Brissett. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
It's going to be a long game. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 37, check 37. Switch, switch, switch.
Now Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 65 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Watch a slap, watch a slap.
They'll run it with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And they can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Now Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Danico Autry in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Down 4 late, gotta go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, watch the lane. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Check.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Let's go.
He was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
Check hot route. Hot. Come to the forward. Mike 18, Mike.
He's back to throw. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. This is Grant. And some space here.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Colts, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay home